You can go to Gaston's Tavern, get a cinnamon roll. They never have enough icing on it. Ask for more icing. Tell them it's on Rope Drop Radio, and it will be free. Free icing on us.
We will pay for your free icing.
Because it's already free.
They don't need to know that.
We want to give a big thank you to our sponsor, Touring and Cruises. Here's something you might not know. Booking with a travel advisor doesn't cost you anything. Disney pays them after you travel. You'll pay the same price you see online, but Touring and Cruises adds an enhanced level of service. Their expert advisors watch for discounts and apply them automatically, even after you book. And it's not just Disney. They can help with cruises, Universal, and all kinds of vacations. Whether you want help planning it all, or just someone in your corner if plans change, they're here to help. And yes, they'll wait on hold with Disney 4 hours, so you don't have to. So when you're ready to plan your next trip, head to touringandcruises.com and tell them Rope Drop Radio sent you. Now, let's rope drop.
Helping you navigate the Disney parks.
With the hope that it will be a source of joy and inspiration to all the world.
You're listening to Rope Drop Radio.
Welcome to another Rope Drop Radio. I am Doug McKnight here with Lauren Shields. And Lauren, it is a beautiful day outside in the Midwest to talk about 26 tips for Walt Disney World in 2026, isn't it?
You are pretty obsessed with the year 2026.
Yes. It's a big year. It's a good year. It's going to be a good year. It's going to be better than 2025.
I'll just say we've been planning some shows, and they all seem to do with 2026.
You know what? You got to do what the people want, Lauren, and they want this year to be the best year. And if you're going in 2026, I want to help. I just want to help, Lauren. That's all I want to do. I want to help the folks.
Yes. So we're going to cover the 26 tips for Disney World for 2026.
The most random assortment of tips ever assembled, right? I think so.
They are very random. Well, you worked on it, then I worked on it, then you worked on it. So it's pretty random and not any sort of
might not be the best tips, might not be the most important tips, but they're tips and there are tips and they're good tips. So we're going to talk about the tips. But before we do that, we need to acknowledge that we had an error last week in the show on how to rope drop in 2026. We don't make errors very often because we're pretty much perfect, but we said individual lightning lane, and Disney had to change the vocabulary to single pass, correct? Am I right now?
Yeah, single pass.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, there's multi-pass, there's single pass, which we'll talk about in a couple weeks. It's going to be all the lightning lanes that you can lightning lane in about 2 more weeks, and we'll make sure we get it right there. Maybe, potentially. I'll still say fast pass. What are we even... I say fast pass all the time. So
it's hard not to say individual lightning lane because it just flows better than single pass.
As dumb as individual lightning lane sounded when it came out, it kind of...
Right?
I was like, what are we doing, Disney? And then they came up with something...
worse.
Even dumber. It's like,
yes,
the wheel of words was not working that day, and we got single pass. So we'll be talking about that in a future show. But first, let's talk about our patrons, Lauren.
Yes, we have a new one this week. Thank you to Heather Achung. Hopefully I said your name correctly or near correct. But thank you for joining Patreon. Come check us out on patreon.com. We do a bonus after show every week where Doug and I talk unfiltered. Doug does the Disney news once a week, and there was a chance to win a $25 Disney gift card quarterly. So come join us there.
Yeah, lots of different levels, getting different things. Also, did you see the title of the news episode this week?
I missed it because it's been a little crazy with work. What was the title?
Excuses. Wave season, Lauren. Wave season, sure. So the title was, Why is Disney Closing Everything? So there you go. A lot of things. There be a closing. So look for that on the Patreon news. Also, a great way to support the show is just make sure you're hitting follow or subscribe, whichever it is, on whatever app you're listening to, or click the like button on YouTube. And another great way to support the show is leave a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts. Leave a 5-star review, and we will read it on air and love you forever. This week's 5-star review, it's a long one. Buckle up. It's titled Insightful and helpful by Paul-South Dakota. I think he's just really making it easy for me.
Gave you an easy name, yeah.
I've listened to this podcast for years, and it's consistently one of the highlights of my week. The conversations are always fun, thoughtful, and unpredictable in the best way. I'm constantly curious what they'll dream up next. Beyond keeping the magic alive between trips, they're incredibly helpful and responsive. I've sent them multiple questions over the years, and they've always replied quickly. It's obvious they love what they do, and it comes through in every episode. Lauren and Doug, thank you for spending your spare time bringing joy and real guidance to so many of us. Only request a trip planning episode for an adult solo traveler from hotel to lightning lane to rope drop, mostly so I don't have to keep messaging you and Michelle. Thank you. I mean, solo adults, that could happen. We could get that show down the road here.
Right, because that's a different use of lightning lanes because you have your single rider lines, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so
to use.
Whole different strategy. Definitely don't need Smuggler's Run. Just go single rider, be an engineer, and yell at people. Done.
Or Test Track. That's a good one to do single rider.
It is. Just awkwardly ruin somebody's picture. So there you go. That is the review.
Thank you.
For the stuffy of the week, it's a cute one. It's over Lauren's right shoulder. Last week was Pua, so that was fun. Some people got that on YouTube. Head over to YouTube, see the stuffy of the week, leave a message so that Lauren's daughters don't cry themselves to sleep.
Which may happen. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe a little.
Maybe a little.
This is a good one. It's Disney Cruise Line related.
Ooh, giving away half of it.
Did you catch that?
Yes, I saw that.
Okay. I didn't know. He didn't say anything.
I mean, I can't say it. I want the people to get it. They're supposed to guess.
Too big of a hint, I guess.
Yeah, too big of a hint. It's a good one. So head over to YouTube. You can see our faces there. Yay.
If you want to.
There you go. All right. So we're going to give you our 26 quick tips for 2026 to make your Walt Disney World trip that much more enjoyable after this break. Hey, Nebraska rope droppers. Getting to the magic just got easier. The Lincoln Airport now offers nonstop flights to Orlando twice a week on Breeze Airways. Every Wednesday and Saturday. Skip the layovers and get straight to Mickey faster than ever. I've flown Breeze myself. It's a great experience with one of the youngest fleets in the sky, flying only Airbus A220s. So next time you're planning a Disney vacation, start at Lincoln Airport, your shortcut to the magic. And we are back. It is time to give our 26 quick trips for Disney World in 2026. So don't worry, there won't be any tips here like make sure you ride the Magical Express or don't miss Muppets Vision 3D because your friend's cousin was full of advice from 2029. Yeah. This is all relevant and current, right, Lauren? That's the goal here, right?
That's true, because that would not bode well for you on your 2026 trip if you did those things.
If you're like, I need the Magical Express. Where's it at? Yep, it's in 2019. Yeah.
It is.
Along with a few other things. There's some, and I've heard people they've asked us, is this really something I should be looking for? Only with the time machine. Only with the time machine. So let's get to it. All right, who's going first? We could have discussed this before the show, which one of us is going first, but it's much more fun to do it on air and let people wonder what our process is. Okay, you like the first one, basically. I got it.
I do. Yeah. So the first one is you can get free ice water at pretty much any quick service counter location restaurant. You just go up and ask for an ice water. As long as they have tap water, which most of them do, they will give you some. You don't have to spend any money on water. Unless you're a water snob like me, because I'll get the bottled water because I don't like how Florida water tastes. But you can go and get your free ice water.
Yes, I can confirm Lauren is a water snob. Like, she'll eat chicken strips and mac and cheese, but she needs the fancy water. So, like, some of the counter services have, like, a jug off to the side, like
Docking Bay
7. There we go.
Yes, Oof. They have it.
Some others are like that.
Pizza Rizzo's, but they're gone.
Yeah, so you kind of help yourself at some. If they have a fountain, you just go get it. If Backlot Express and ABC Commissary, they're just regular fountains, you can go help yourself at any time. Just walk in there and fill up your water bottle.
Yeah.
Pretty awesome. Great tip, Lauren. Way to kick it off with free ice water.
Yeah.
Because it's important to hydrate in the heat of Florida. Speaking of the heat of Florida, this one has none. That was a bad set today. You can go to Gaston's Tavern, get a cinnamon roll. They never have enough icing on it. Ask for more icing. Tell them it's on Rope Drop Radio, and it will be free. Free icing on us.
We will pay for your free icing.
Because it's already free.
They don't need to know that.
But let the cast members know. There was a stretch where there was a couple cast members like, I've heard this a few times. So come on, Rope Droppers. Get out there, do it. Let them know, hey, I hear the icing's on Rope Drop Radio. So
I'm going to have to say that loud the next time we go because it will embarrass my teens.
Oh, they will crawl into a hole.
They will not like that.
They won't. But... And it's like either this, you can have the cinnamon roll or you can starve.
Right? Did you want the free extra icing or not?
Because it needs the icing. It does. I'm going to be honest.
I like the extra icing. Jake doesn't really. He likes it more plain. He thinks it gets too rich, but
he's afraid of.
Most people like the extra icing.
He's afraid of diabetes. Got it. That's all that sugar. It's just pure sugar. That's all that
it is, but it's delicious.
Oh. All right. What is next?
So this goes with the name of the show, Rope Drop, Rope Drop, Rope Drop. Get to the parks before they open. If you are leaving the hotel or trying to get there as the park opens, you are losing. They will let you in the tap silos before the park officially opens. You want to be there ready to go so that you minimize your wait times, especially on the big attractions. So
there you go.
Rope Drop. Yep.
Rope Drop. And if you're not sure what that is, listen to last week's episode.
We have a whole episode about it.
It's great. It's wonderful. I feel like we did a good job other than that one error that we got called out on.
Yeah.
All right. Next one, get a stroller. Now, obviously, this doesn't apply to everybody, right? But if you're on the fence of, do we need a stroller? The answer is yes. Yeah. You need a stroller. Like, if you're even contemplating it, you need a stroller. You'd be like, well, my kid never gets in a stroller at home. Neither did mine. You need a stroller at the parks till like 6 or 7. Ooh,
I say 7 or 8. Okay. I had an 8-year-old that still needed like a bailout occasionally, like where that stroller was maybe left in the middle of the park and we took it later. But that's the thing is by the time you're at home, like your kids pretty much have the stroller 4, definitely by 5.
Yeah.
You're walking 10 miles a day at the parks and that's like with a rest. Like if you guys are going like opening the park and closing the park, that's probably like 12 or 13 miles. Your 7 or 8-year-old's not going to make it. Yeah. Like, just get the stroller.
And renting from off-site place is way better than renting in the parks because you can't take it out of the parks. It's a long ways to that bus. It could be a long way to your room as well. Only drawback is you have to fold it up on the bus. And I would recommend Kingdom strollers. You can find a link on our website, ropedroppod.com, to go and rent through our link. That'd be super awesome. We'd love you forever for that too.
I mean, we've personally used them. Like that was our go-to for the parks for many years was Kingdom strollers. So we highly recommend.
You'll see their strollers everywhere. They do a great job. They're all in really good shape. They're city minis usually, which is it's a good stroller. It's not like a cheap umbrella stroller. And Disney strollers are like rock hard plastic.
They are. They're like what you see at like the mall that you rent. Yeah. Like they're bad. I don't know why they do that either. But
for a whole day, and then if they sit in the sun, like the brown ones at Animal Kingdom, it just looks like child endangerment when you see a kid hop in.
They get hot. Yeah.
Yeah. Do they still have the brown ones at Animal Kingdom? I'm kind of out of touch. They might have, because now they look like Mickey colors.
They're all Mickey now. They used to have the brown ones.
Okay, well,
they all switched to Mickey.
Okay,
they're all red and black now.
Good thing those are gone now. Those look dangerous.
That's not good advice for 2026. Brown.
Well, that's why I corrected myself. We're in the present, not the past, Douglas. There you go. Get a stroller. Kingdom strollers on our website. Go book.
So another tip is to go to Frontierland for the daytime parade, not the nighttime parade, because this is where it starts. And then as the parade's ending, you can be one of the first kind of guests to move away from it and kind of go back and do whatever attractions you want to. You're not waiting for it to go through the hub and down Main Street. The nighttime parade goes the opposite way, so that's not going to help you. This is really for daytime parades.
It can help you if you want to find a place later in the lineup. It's less crowded back there for the nighttime parade. But like if it says the nighttime parade starts at 8, it's not getting back there till 8:15, 8:20.
Yeah.
So
it takes a while.
I will say the tip for the nighttime parade is to watch the second one. Like Town Square was empty.
Yeah.
It's pretty crazy. So it goes right past. You can jet out, beat the traffic. Yeah. So yes, daytime parade. The first one's done.
And party ones too. Those start in Frontierland.
Right.
Yes.
Frontier to Main Street. The lit up parade, the starlight magical symphony of lights. That's not the name of it, but
no,
could be.
Close enough.
Could be. That starts on Main Street. Yeah. All right. This is a big one for hopping, dining, that sort of stuff. Number 6, always assume it will take you longer to get where you're going. Whether it's across the park, whether it's to a resort for lunch, it's going to take you longer than you think. It's just how Disney operates. Right?
Yeah.
Am I crazy?
No, I think you're right on this. Some things to think about. So like if you're at your resort and you have an ADR, like leave at least an hour before that ADR, or meaning dining reservation. The other thing that I think we forget about until you're there is weather and the Skyliner. So like sometimes in those afternoon storms, we have left earlier to make sure that we beat the storm and that the Skyliner was still operating.
Also, the boats around the Magic Kingdom shut down in lightning. And if you're going to Hoop-de-Doo, does that throw a wrench?
Yep. So I pay attention to weather with that. And we have kind of shuffle things around as to what we were going to do to avoid weather, make sure we got there fast instead of having to. The thing with the Skyliner is like once they shut it down, then you got to wait for the buses to start rolling. So it kind of just this big delay. So yes, I think that's a good tip. It will take longer than you think. That or, someone in the family gets distracted and has to stop for something. That always happens.
It's not allowed. Not allowed. Keep it moving, kids. Keep it moving. Yeah, it just takes forever to get across property.
It does. Next one, character meals are fantastic. So we always say this, it's a great way to meet characters without having to wait in line. You need to eat anyway. So this is a good time to just meet characters while you're sitting, relaxing, and having your meal. This works great with little kids because they don't have to wait in line. I actually had more successful meals with my kids when they were young with the characters because they could like kind of focus on eat. They'd be like, hurry up and eat this before so-and-so comes. And they would it worked like that. That's kind of how they would, or just get through a sit down dining when they're really little, right? Like sometimes that's hard for them to sit that long. I was like, you got to sit and eat. And then so-and-so's coming in, you can see the character coming. So that actually worked great for me when my kids were young, but yeah.
And when they're real young and like buffets are kind of a pain because you have to go get all the food for them, right? It's a lot of work. So remember Garden Grill, Ohana breakfast, that's family style. That's a win.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Character meals. When they were little, if I was on the dining plan, we did one every day. It was fantastic.
We've had trips like that.
Like the dining plan was like, well, we made our money back and then some with the character meals on the dining plan. And this year with the kids eat free, I know I might have spoiled the later tip, but
you're spoiling things.
Okay, I'll be quiet. All right. Number 8, we have lamented about this on past shows. Magic bands are key cards for families, especially. Don't just depend on your phone for your park ticket media. One, it's really slows you down everywhere you go when you got mom flipping through all of them. Or if your phone dies, what are you going to do? Right? Ask for the physical key, the ticket. You can get a little plastic ticket. It's magical. You tap it if you don't have magic bands. But magic bands are cool. They're a good souvenir. You're never going to wear them at home, but they're cool. Put them on your Christmas tree. I don't know. They're worth it.
Yeah, this is like mine and your pet peeves. Like when you're stuck. So if you're like one or two adults and you both want to use your phone to
totally
swipe
different.
we don't mind. We get that. It's the families where like one parent is swiping for everyone, and it just makes everything go slow. So please don't do that. And the key card that Doug was talking about is at the hotel desk. If you're seeing it at a Disney hotel, ask them to print them up for everyone. They'll write everyone's name on them. They have different characters. They're cute. The kids can still have fun.
Free souvenir.
Right? Yeah. So if you are not wanting to pay for the magic band, just get the free key card and have everyone swipe as they go in. I agree.
Yeah.
So next tip, we always say stay on property. You get some big advantages now. So early
Yeah.
entry, you get 30 minutes early into every park every day. And that really helps with rope drop because you get a huge advantage over people staying off property. You also get to book your lightning lanes 7 days in advance versus 3. I have actually seen a lot less people booking offsite resorts now because by the time you go to get your lightning lanes 3 days out, it's slim pickings or the times are all later in the day.
I can tell you at Christmas break, it's slim pickings at day 5 because we were 2 days late when we booked our trip on our lightning lanes. And we were in the afternoon for everything.
Yeah, and you were still ahead of the
offsite
guests.
Yeah, just God bless them.
Makes a big difference. So stay on property.
Yeah, and I will say this. I know people like to dog on everything Disney's taken away. Like I mentioned Magical Express earlier, right? It was somewhat magical. I don't know. I miss it price-wise. But I will say this. A lot of people they took away extra magic hours. Now you just get a half hour. Okay. Fact. That's true. It's just a half hour instead of an hour. However, extra magic hours was the worst perk ever. Let me explain. Because it was only one park. So everybody staying on property was, they say it's the Magic Kingdom today. They could show up at 9, 10, 11. They're still going to go where the extra magic hour is. Every park that had extra magic hours got swamped. The other parks weren't as busy. So we would look at it. We're staying on property. We never used extra magic hours.
We didn't either.
There was a time or two we used the hour and then we hopped. We never would stay in a park with extra magic hours because everybody went there. Now it's every park, every day. Guess what that does? Evens out crowds. People like to ask that haven't been since 2019. Well, which day do I need to go to which park? I'm like, it really doesn't matter as much now.
Yeah.
It is really what day do you want to go where? It is more important.
Yeah.
Like what day can you get that dining reservation or that lightning lane that you want is more important than figuring out the magic schedule because now it doesn't have extra magic hours. Extra magic hour was a horrible perk. They replaced it with something 1,000 times better, and I hope they don't fiddle with it with early entry. I don't like that they could have just called it extra half hour or something so I didn't have to learn new words, but they like to make me learn new words.
No, I agree 100%. That made everyone disperse evenly. It's very useful now. And I would do the same thing. Like a lot of time we avoided the park that we thought everyone was going to because we're like, people got insane. So I feel like it's made rope drop more pleasant because it's not a mob of people all at one park. So Disney did something right. So let's give them a little kudos.
And yet people still sit there and mash their keyboard saying Disney took it away. It's a half hour less. Actually, it's an hour more. They added an hour every day of park time because it's a half hour across 4 parks. So that's 2 hours of park time. They took away an hour. They added 2 hours. So look at that. Disney added an hour of park time every day with early entry rather than extra magic hour. Just saying.
Yeah.
Soapbox. I'll put it away.
I think it's time.
You can go on.
I just did that one. It's your turn.
Oh, I was just piggybacking, wasn't? Oh my gosh.
In your own head of early entry and magic hours. And let's move on to number 10.
Get off my lawn. All right, number 10. Kids free dining in 2026, combinable with other offers. Already mentioned how awesome this is. Why do my kids got to be so stinking old? I don't know. Might just find a random child to take. Okay, I'm not going to do that. Maybe a niece or a nephew can take advantage of it. I think they are next week, actually.
Nice.
Yeah. They're going first week of February, I think. They're taking advantage of it. Yeah.
I was going to say, so Disney defines kids as ages 3 to 9 for the dining plan. Yeah. So if you have kids ages 3 to 9, I would just get it. You can just do the quick service if you guys don't want to do sit down. If you want to do the character dining we were talking about, this is a great deal for you because that is expensive dining and you just got your kid in there for free.
Right. It's a no-brainer if you have 2 kids in that window or 1 kid to get the dining plan right now. Like it's a good deal. So there you go. All right.
All
Your
right.
turn, Lauren.
11. You can bring refillable water bottles and snacks into the park. I think this is a thing people, like, especially new to the parks, just don't realize. Disney doesn't want you to, like, starve or whatever. The snacks, I pack them for my kids still because it never fails. You'll be in the long line in mid-morning or mid-afternoon and in between meals, and they'll be like, I'm starving. And you don't want to get a lot to feed them. So we just pack like pretzels or goldfish or whatever, so someone has something to snack on when they decide that they're hungry in the middle of a very long line.
Yeah. I will say my kids are old enough now that if they say that in a line, we're like, so, right? They're
The older kids.
2018 and 16, right? We're like, okay, you should have eaten your breakfast, right? Like, but when they were little, like there was fruit snacks, Rice Krispie treats, granola bars, stuff like that in the backpack. Sometimes, we would take our breakfast with us and eat on the bus or while we waited for rope drop as well.
Yep.
A lot of people think Disney would be like like going into an airport or a stadium where there's like super strict rules about what you can bring in, but just no loose ice and no glass. That's it. No loose
it's
ice.
Pretty generous. Yeah.
I've taken an ice pack in a little cooler, but that was for medicine. But you can take that in, no problem, in your backpack. Now you do have to lug it around or pay for a locker, but that's also where that stroller from Kingdom Strollers comes in handy. So there you go. That's a great one. Yeah. And the refillable water bottles. I mean, we would go when we ate lunch, we would go get more ice water and dump them in our bottles every time when we had.
Yeah, get that free ice water and dump it in your water bottle. But they do have like refillable stations throughout the parks too.
They're starting to add a lot more of the water bottle refills.
They needed more.
They still need more. Once again, the best one at the tennis court on the boardwalk. So if you're walking between Epcot and Hollywood Studios, you go past that tennis court, just pop over there, fill your water bottle. It's rated the best water on property by my children. Nobody
I'm going to have to try it. Let's see if the water snob likes it.
No, it's not Iceland water, Lauren. You're still it's still Florida water. Jeez. All right, next one. I've had people when I've traveled with adults and I've had to pull out my little first aid kit, be quite impressed with. Number 12, pack some Band-Aids, ibuprofen, and the sort for the park. So I'll take in every time, like minimum Benadryl, because I don't want to die potentially, right?
Yeah.
Ibuprofen and Tylenol. Those are my musts. Band-Aids, I'm usually got one or two Band-Aids because you never know when a blister is going to like get you, right?
Yeah.
Some Tums as I've gotten older have been added to my little first aid kit or Imodium, that sort of stuff. But ibuprofen, Tylenol, because man, by day 3, you've got some muscles, aches and pains that you didn't know you had.
That's so true.
Yeah.
And the Band-Aids, I have been like the hero mom a couple of times where I have, because my kids would always like run when they weren't supposed to run or they weren't paying attention and they would fall down and scrape their knee. And it only took me one time where we had to like completely go out of our way. And I think it was early, like we'd done our first attraction on rope drop and it slowed us down because we had to find a Band-Aid. So I have happily given out Band-Aids to other parents when their kid falls down and they need a Band-Aid. And now they don't have to get out of line. They don't have to do anything. Slap it on, you're good to go. Yeah, comes in handy.
I've had trips where I've also been loaded with prednisone and amoxicillin and a slew of
you're
other
just a pharmacy.
small pharmacy. Oh, when we go abroad, it's impressive what I take with us. So someday I'm probably going to get flagged for drug trafficking or something, but I have the bottles, got the scripts. I may have written the script, but I also have the script. So
say anything because we're guilty of that too.
Yeah. So, yep.
So next one, there is still free water park entry in 2026, but it's a little bit more limited with dates. It starts May 26th and it goes to September 8th. So it's mostly for the summer crowd. I think they did this because they started having days, at least in the winter, where like it would be too cold and they needed to close it. And then they had to like reimburse those people somehow.
Well, if it was closed because it was cold and it was my arrival day, whether I planned on going or not, I would have said,
going to go.
I was going to go to the water park and then I get $60, right? Basically.
So I think what they ended up doing was giving it to them like at a different
day, right?
Because usually if you wait a few days or a day or two, it warms
back up.
Which
I wouldn't have gone, but I would have just planned for compensation. I would have been that guy. But
So
it's a
yeah,
pretty cool
so
park. I used it last year. I went. I walked around
you
Blizzard
did.
Beach. Yeah, it was hot.
Did
And
you go down any water
I
slides?
did. I
Nice.
was in the water. I went in the lazy river mostly because I'm lazy.
Oh, that sounds lovely.
Because I was before the 10 miler. So I went and lazily went around the river. We should have had a meetup there. That's what we should have done. We should have been.
Yeah.
Yeah, next time. Okay. All right. My turn, right? Where are we at here? Number
We're at
14. Consider a longer 6+ day trip to get the free 2 nights of hotel and 2 days of ticket. This is also combinable with the kids eat free, just saying. So if you're
Yeah.
going to book, say you have a 6-day window, guess what? You're booking 4 days or paying for 4, getting 6. Holy smokes, Disney is wanting you to stay longer because
Yep.
they don't want you going up the road to Universal, basically, is what I just heard when I read that deal, right?
Yeah,
That's
I
what
agree.
that says. It's screaming, you don't want to go to
Don't leave
Universal
us.
for those last 2 days. Stay here. We'll make it worth your while. Here, look inside
They
here.
do though. For people who had longer trips this summer, when Michelle and I were doing this for clients, it saved a lot of money. It's not so fun for the people who can't stay that long because there's something you can do, right? Like if you got to get back for kids' activities or something like that. But I was like, man, I wish they had this when my kids were young and we didn't have to be at like all the summer activities.
Right. Darn kids get in the way of
Right?
fun.
Yeah. All right.
All right.
Number 15, mobile order. Oh, we talk about this a lot. This saves time. It still blows my mind. I realized this with our last trip because we have a new food allergy. So occasionally we had to go up and ask a question. There are so many people who don't use it.
That's so useful.
Right. And you can, depending on the allergy, still use mobile order. We did. There was just a couple times where we had specific questions or we really wanted to talk to them about something. So we still did use it, but it just saves so much time. Just order it a few hours ahead of time. We'll be in a line mid-morning, have everyone order what they want. You say, I'm going to pick it up later at this time. When you guys are ready, you click the button, you're here, they prepare it, you get there, your food usually comes out pretty quick.
And this is for counter services.
Correct.
So, yep. But yeah, we'll be waiting in line and it'll be like, all right, what do you want? We'll put the order together, pick you pick the arrival window. So like there'll be times where Michelle's in line for like Rock and Roller Coaster and she'll text me like, what do you want to eat? I'm like, for what meal? Like, and where are we going? Like,
be specific.
They have decided all this while they're in line for a attraction I can't go on, right? And so,
yeah,
and now the kids are old enough, they all look at their own app, right? And tell Michelle what to order. They're not all placing their own orders. However, they have placed their own orders at other times, right? They've all done that now, but that's for snacks and stuff. So mobile order, I think that's close to a whole episode, but we're going to have to tackle talking about stuff like that. So
yeah,
stay tuned. All right. Magic Kingdom fireworks / nighttime parade equals drop in wait times on attractions. That is no joke. If you don't care about fireworks, you don't care about a parade, go on the rides. It is glorious right now because everybody wants to see that new nighttime parade. And guess what? You can hear it anywhere in the park. It is loud. Yeah. So you'll get to enjoy the music. I don't think that music is the attraction though, but yeah, go on the rides. That's it. That's the whole tip. It's done. There's nothing else to say.
No. Yeah. I was just going to say like this really changed over in the summer when they added on that nighttime parade because it extended the time. Because a lot of people go to that first parade, then they just go get in line for fireworks. They're not even trying. They're not trying to get on attractions in between. So it just like lengthened the time where you can go kind of do whatever you want to do.
Because if they had a great Main Street or hub spot for the parade, they're not giving that up for the fireworks. They can't go anywhere. They're stuck. They are stuck. They're stuck somewhere for like an hour and a half.
Yeah. It's awesome. Go on all the rides. Yeah.
Close to 2 hours, depending on how early they got that spot for the parade.
It's nuts. I was surprised, but that's what people just commit for the night, basically.
I'd rather go on Dumbo and Barnstormer. So there we go.
Yeah. Oh, this is, I think, just a little detail that people forget sometimes. You can get a free button if you're celebrating something. So you can go to guest services. You can say, like, you can get a birthday pin. You're celebrating an anniversary. People can write in all sorts of things that they're celebrating, which gets kind of fun.
Yes.
When my kids were little, they loved the birthday pins because then the cast members know to wish them happy birthday. And they just got a little attention from them and they really enjoyed that. So
Yeah.
what's like the funniest thing you've seen someone celebrating?
Oh, well, I mean, you see a lot of like retirement. You see a lot of that written
Empty
in.
nesters.
Empty
Yeah.
nest. I could see me writing that one. Michelle be like, no, don't you dare. I have seen divorce on the I'm
I
celebrating.
have to. Yeah, I
Right?
forgot that one.
Yeah, there. Like, one time I saw somebody like I was celebrating. I found my pet snake, and I don't know how to take that.
Oh.
Like they lost their snake, and then they found it. So then they went to Disney World. Is your snake with you? Wasn't able to ask questions, but that was the weirdest one.
Weird.
I've written celebrating rope drop radio on one before. Yeah, so maybe I should do that more often. Not that anybody cares, but
We've done one for Lost a Tooth.
hey, they have a special one just for that too.
They do.
At the
Yep,
hotels.
and that's a big one. Mm-hmm.
Go ask at the hotels. They're a bonus tip. But the buttons are fun. They also have them on the cruise line. So yeah, the retirement one is probably the most common I see written in, because there's already like a honeymoon anniversary specific one. And there's
There
a
are
specific graduation one, or is that one you have to write in? I think you have
that's
to
when you
write
write in.
graduation in. So
Yeah.
that's a real common celebrating graduation. I've seen celebrating getting my PhD, celebrating my master's, celebrating a new job, which I also think is hilarious. Like you're on vacation, but you got a new job, right? Right. Like, you know,
Worked out.
whatever. I've seen celebrating being done with the Disney college program.
Yes, I've seen that.
And I think they're
That's
too
funny.
happy about it being done part. Yeah, that's fun. So some trips I threaten to get one and just say celebrating something that my whole family will groan at. And I never do it. I never pull the trigger, but I should have this last trip. I said celebrating my favorite child. I was going to write that and just be there with my 3 kids and wait for people to ask me.
Who's your favorite child?
Right? Like in front of them. I'm like, well, right now. And then I'll always answer. There's always one that's your favorite. Parents, don't lie. You have a favorite, but it changes from minute to minute.
Mm-hmm.
There's always a favorite.
Who's the easiest going and not driving you nuts at that moment?
And 100% on a Disney trip, you have a favorite. Like,
and it does change minute to minute.
Minute to minute on a Disney trip.
Yeah.
So there you go. The buttons. That's an awesome one. All right. Number 18. We need to rapid fire get going here. All right. So many options to get from Hollywood Studios to Epcot. You got the Skyliner. You got a boat. You got a walking path. And you can sneak right in the International Gateway at Epcot. It's a fantastic way to park hop from one to the other.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, there's tons of options. Depends on if you feel like speed walking or if you feel like sitting down, right?
All right.
All right. Number 19, don't be afraid to reverse rope drop when you're hopping or napping. So reverse rope drop is you go to the park later in the evening. You kind of save the biggest attraction for right as the park is closing. As long as you get in line before park closing, they will let you do the ride.
Right.
That's the main tip with reverse rope drop.
And we'll turn that tip into an entire show in a month or two. So there you go.
We will.
All right. Number 20, order a kid's meal at a counter service. If you're not that hungry, if you don't eat that much, you can order a kid's meal. I do it all the time. You can do it too.
Or if you're picky.
That too.
Because I have that out of pickiness. Yeah.
You can also order 2 kids' meals if you're really hungry and picky.
Have you done that?
No, I haven't, but I could.
Good. I haven't. But by that time, you're usually better off getting an adult meal.
Yep. I don't know.
But you could.
Okay.
21. They call it the My Disney Experience app, but that's not its name. Doug, you take this one because you wrote this.
Maybe we'll go into this more on the after show, but Disney likes to lie to you. And like even on the park map, it says download the My Disney Experience app. There is no app named My Disney Experience. The app is named Disney World. That's it. That's what it's called, Disney World. Now, if you search My Disney Experience in the Apple App Store, it will show up because it's there. But it's just so annoying because the name, like, call it what it is, Disney. Why you got to play us like this? There you go.
Yeah,
all right.
I agree.
Number 22. We're just going to say this one. No comments necessary. Don't trust the bus driver. All right, move on, Lauren. What's 23?
23. Epcot has great snacks even when no festival is going on.
Yes. They don't get enough credit.
What's your favorite snack there?
School bread.
Oh,
Available
yeah.
year-round in Norway. It's fantastic, but every country has something really good.
They do.
There's cinnamon rolls in Norway too, and troll
Yeah.
horns. The Norway bakery is a solid stop. The whole family can find something.
Yes. The French bakery is really good too. It's just always crowded.
The line is too long. Mobile
Yeah.
order France. Mobile order.
I wish, right?
I
Yeah.
would eat lunch there or dinner, but they don't have mobile orders. So I'm like, I'm not standing in a line that comes out of the
It's
building. It's stupidness.
yeah.
I mean, I get
They
it. Maybe the
should
French
just make
can't
it
handle a mobile
bigger.
order. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's always happening there. Unless you go like first thing in the morning, but that's like your whole road trip then.
All right, number 24, Bell Services will hold your bags. So, say your flight gets in early, your room isn't ready till later because that's how rooms work. Give your bags to Bell Services, go to the park. Other end of the trip, your flight is in the evening, but you don't have a hotel room. Give your bags to Bell Services, go into the park, come back, give them a nice little tip, and wander off with your bags to your Uber to the airport.
Yeah, we've done this tons of times. They don't mind. People do it all the time. Just go ahead. Go to
It's
the
their
parks, enjoy
job.
your time. Yeah, and give them your bags.
Just know it might take them 10 minutes to get your bags back and forth, but just be aware of that. Always
Yeah.
takes longer at Disney to get where you're going. That's part of it.
Yeah, that's true.
They will also move your bags when you hop, like hotel hop. Like if you do a split stay, they will move your bags from one hotel to another. Just know it will take forever to get your bags at the new
It's
hotel.
like sometimes 6 or 8 hours. Like they won't even.
I don't
They're like by
understand.
tonight. Like
There's
they
a
don't.
camel, and they strap them behind, and the camel is going through Kissimmee to get there. Okay, we should move on.
Yeah. All right, 25, Amazon or other food delivery. Oh, so if you need like snacks, like we were talking about, or if you just want some stuff for breakfast, or you want to buy some bottled water to bring into the parks with you, you can get groceries from Amazon. You guys like Amazon because you don't have to meet them there. If you're not getting alcohol, they can leave it with Bell Services and you can just grab it at your leisure. I've had issues where we're ordering things that are very specific for picky children, and then Amazon traded it out and it didn't help. So I've gone to Garden Grocer because they will, oh no, Instacart. Instacart is who I use. They will text me while they're at the store asking if a substitution is okay or not. And then I okay it or I don't. But I do have to meet them at the door.
Where Amazon will be like, well, you asked for Oreos. We don't have those today, but here's some Chips Ahoy. Right?
They
like,
always do that.
It's a cookie, but it's not.
It's not the same.
They don't. Their substitution is questionable, but you know what? You can get a case of water for $4. The price of one bottle of water in the park, you can buy a whole case for your trip. Throw it in the chiller in the room. You've already made money at that point.
Yeah.
Start your day with a bottle of water. Like when it's hot, each kid has to take one. I'm like, you're gonna drink this before rope drop, right? Like we're gonna start the day hydrated so that we don't start the day crabby.
Yeah, I agree.
And that's where we get our breakfast because we do carry on only as much as we can. And there's not room for mini muffins at that point or little donuts and Diet Mountain Dew.
That's super healthy, Dr. Doug.
It is what it is, Lauren. It is what it is. All right. This one, 2 rooms at Pop can be better for families sometimes. Sometimes if you don't, you're a family of 5 rather than stay at a room that sleeps 5, just get 2 rooms at Pop. You got 2 bathrooms then that way. And then you can do adjoining as long as everybody, like, it's just 2 parents and everybody else is under 18. They'll give you a joint. Someone over 18, they won't guarantee it. But they've come through for us 99% of the time.
Yep. And this has to be booked a special way over the phone if you do have all minors and it's 2 adults. So that is a good time. This is a bonus tip to use a travel agent because they can do all those calls for you. It also, you can't change any of that reservation online. It has, every time you make a change or a discount comes in, it has to be called in. So I have been actually having that a lot with clients, like with teens, they want more space, they want the kids to have their own room. They want the 2 bathrooms. So we sometimes go from a deluxe, everyone in one room at deluxe, and rather go to have the 2 rooms at Pop, just so everyone has their space and they've been happier for it. But that's the caveat. Only 2 adults. If grandma comes along, it's ruined. So don't bring grandma.
Yeah, you can't guarantee the adjoining. So now that we have a 20-year-old, they won't guarantee the adjoining. But we've gotten it the couple times we did it. But
you can request it.
Yeah, and depending on the time of year, like peak season, probably a little less likely to happen.
Yeah,
right, because room availability is a little tighter. But It's an awesome way to go. Gives you that extra space. And it is different to book. So that's where your travel advisor comes in. Speaking of travel advisors, now that we've gone through our 26 tips in 2026 and using the travel advisor was a bonus, reach out to our friends at touringandcruises.com and let them know Rope Drop Radio sent you. They'll be happy to give you a no obligation free quote. They book at the same price as Disney, and they don't get paid until after you travel. You pay them nothing. It is free to use them and their expertise. Let them sit on hold instead of you. And they also do cruises and Royal and Universal and all that jazz too. Lots of stuff, not just Disney. So you can support the show by supporting our excellent sponsor. Speaking of another sponsor, Lincoln Airport. If you're in Nebraska looking to get to the magic with no stops, check out Breeze at Lincoln Airport. They're also going to be headed to Disneyland later this spring. All right, we're going to get onto the after show, but first go check out our social media at Rope Drop Radio on all the things, including YouTube. Make sure you go subscribe to YouTube. Give it a subscribe and a like. That would mean a lot to us and make Lauren's children not cry if you comment on the stuffy of the week. It really does mean a lot to the children. Think of the children. Think of the children. And check out our website, ropedroppod.com. Now it is time for the after show where I may complain more about why Disney lies to us or something else or where I was at tonight. Who knows? We never know. It's really a tangent followed by a tangent inside of a tangent. And sometimes it's a lot of fun. So this has been a great episode, I think, of 26 tips for 2026. So for Lauren, I'm Doug. This has been another Rope Drop Radio. Hey, Rope Droppers, thanks for watching this whole video. Why don't you take a moment to make sure you subscribe, watch the next thing, last thing, try to watch something else, but make sure you subscribe. Thank you so much for watching Rope Drop Radio.